Today I'm taking a look at the Levoit Core Mini Air Purifier. This is going to be one of the many air purifiers that Levoit has lined up. It's going to be one of the smallest ones at only 2.2 pounds, and ideally it should cover 169 square feet. So I want to do a quick unboxing, give my first impressions, and also test this out to see how well it works. I have some essential oils that I want to go ahead and put in here, and also see how loud it really gets, because it claims on the backside to be as quiet as 27 decibels and as high as 44 decibels. So now taking a look inside the box, the tab just opens right up, and right over here, we're gonna get this little warning that says before first use, remove the adapter and plastic from the filter. And then finally, there's gonna be this styrofoam, and then underneath that, the instructions on the side. So here they are, and here's the purifier itself. It's really small, really compact. On top, we do have this sticker that again says before using, remove the power adapter and plastic from the filter. And then that's what the top looks like. It's got a few buttons, capacitive touch buttons. Now this Levoit Core Mini is going to be Energy Star rated. It's only going to go ahead and use 7 watts of power. So it's going to be really energy efficient. And now taking a look at the bottom here, this is where the intake's going to be. This is where the air is going to come from. It's going to be filtered through, and it's going to be shot up from the top part over here. Now taking a look at the back side, this is where we go ahead and plug it in. Then we have the whole sticker, the label, with a bunch of additional information on the Levoit Core Mini. And now taking a look at the side here, this is where the aromatherapy portion is going to be. So if I go ahead and give it a push, it goes and comes right out. And there it is. And this is going to be a pretty big pad, and this is where a couple drops of essential oil can be put. And it's actually pretty genius just because this is going to be directly under the fan, so it's going to be able to be shot up pretty quickly. So here's what the bottom goes and looks like. And to open this up, I have to go ahead and turn it counterclockwise, and I can go ahead and lift it up just like so. And then right in here, we're going to have the power adapter itself. So here's what it goes ahead and looks like. So here's the filter itself. And this is going to be known as a 3-stage H13 true HEPA filter. It's going to have 3 different layers, 3 different sections. And the outermost section is going to be this mesh over here. This is going to be known as the pre-filter. And these are going to basically capture large particles like dust, lint, fibers, hair, and pet fur. And then it goes into the second one, which if you see on the inside, it's going to be the white parts. That's going to be the H13 True HEPA filter. This is what's going to go ahead and trap 99.97% of airborne particles that are 0.3 microns in size. And then the last layer of protection is going to be this black part. This is going to be the activated carbon fiber, and this is going to physically absorb smoke odors and fumes. And now the filter can be put back in the housing, and then the top part can just be placed just like so, and then we can go ahead and turn clockwise, and then it'll go ahead and lock in place. Now taking a look at the back side, we're going to have 4 rubber feet, and this is going to go ahead and keep it in place when it's on a flat surface. So for example, right here on top of this table, you can see when I go ahead and try to push it, it stays still, it doesn't go ahead and move at all. But when I go ahead and turn it upside down and the plastic touches the wood, it's going to go ahead and move a lot easier. Before turning on the Levoit Core Mini, it does have to be about 15 inches away from all obstacles on all directions. So just by pressing over here, it goes ahead and turns on fan speed 1. And I have my decibel reader, so right above it, a couple inches, this is how loud it's going to get. Anywhere between 42 and 43 decibels. And now time for the second level. So here's the second fan speed. And this is going to be around 51 to 52 decibels. And now time for the third fan speed. Anywhere between 59 and 60 decibels. And just to give you an idea of how much this blows, let me go back to the first setting, and then here I have a paper towel. So right above it, it's enough power to go ahead and gently levitate it around as you see over here. And when I let go, yeah, it'll go ahead and fall off. And now this will be the second one. Yeah, so now it's going to be held up much, much higher. Oh yeah, and then it comes off. And now for the third one, I'll even go ahead and move the camera up a little bit. And yeah, this is going to be a lot more. Oh yeah, this is really powerful. Oh, and it came off. And now time for the aromatherapy. So I want to go ahead and test out sweet orange essential oil. And also worth noting that this does not come included. And I can go ahead and just press this pad over here, and it comes right off. And here's the aroma box, and right in there is going to be the aroma pad. So I could just put anywhere between 5 to 6 drops here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There, one more, 6. Here you can see how it is. And go ahead and push that in. Oh, that smells real nice. And now let me go ahead and turn it on. So it is currently at the highest setting. And yeah, putting my face directly over it, I can go ahead and smell the orange. And now let me go ahead and let it filter out the air for a few minutes and come back and see how the room smells. All right, so it's been 5 minutes. And as I got closer and closer over here, I'd say about 10 feet or so is when I started to actually smell the sweet orange. And then of course, when I got literally right over here is when I smelled the most out of it. So it is working pretty fine. So now I can go ahead and just turn it off right over here. There, now it's off. Now as far as the pad itself, this can go ahead and come off. And if you do want to go ahead and use a different essential oil, this aroma pad can go ahead and just be washed under hot water and then dried. And then the pad can be placed back in the aroma box and closed up. And of course, this does require maintenance. The filter does have to be replaced every 4 to 6 months, depending on how you use it. If you use it a lot, you might have to change it sooner. If you barely use it, 6 months, you might even not even change it in 6 months. But either way, when the time comes, this light over here is gonna go ahead and light up, letting you know to change it. It's gonna be red. And to replace the filter, of course, just like before, we gotta twist counterclockwise and filter can be changed out. And every 2 to 4 weeks, the filter and the outside can go ahead and be cleaned out with a cloth. It has to be dry, just all around over here. Same thing for the inside. And you can also go ahead and use a vacuum for the inside and for the filter, for the pre-filter itself as well too. A vacuum would be easy to go ahead and just take out all the dust that's accumulated throughout the weeks. And it can be placed back inside, top placed back in. And I can go ahead and just connect this back again, and there. And now when the filter is replaced, you have to go ahead and reset the sensor. So to do so, the first thing to do is to go ahead and just hold the button for 3 seconds, and then this should blink 3 times red. 1, 2, 3, and there. Now it's officially been reset, and then after 4 to 6 months, it'll go ahead and light red, letting you know to go ahead and change the filter again. So overall, I'm impressed with the Levoit Core Mini. It's gonna be a nice looking piece, and of course, very functional. My favorite part is gonna be the aromatherapy. And I did go ahead and try out a different Levoit air purifier, and I'm gonna prefer this one just because of the aroma box. It's a lot easier to get to. And also this can go ahead and purify rooms that are a lot bigger, ideally 169 square feet. One thing I don't like too much about it is gonna be the fact that I have to go ahead and lift this entire thing up and separate these 2 parts instead of it just being the bottom, but that's just a small thing. Again, overall, if you have pets, if you have a room, if you have an office that you want to go ahead and put it in just to go ahead and have pure air, then this one is definitely the way to go.